Hi guys, thanks for tuning in the channel today. I'm out here on the Classic 350 Reborn, just taking it for a bit of a run. Just give it a wash and a clean up and brought it back up to like as new. No scratches or marks on this bike, and considering where I've ridden it, the paintwork's held up pretty well. So apart from that, just thought I'd pull up this nice little creek here. This creek's really got water in it, but we've had a lot of water around here, or rain at the moment. And if you can look at the trees there, see they're starting to yellow off now, so it's starting to come into our autumn, or what you'd call overseas the fall, and won't be long now before leaves have gone yellow. Any of these deciduous type trees, those and the willow trees over there, and then they'll drop their leaves and we'll get into some cold weather. Already at night time now we're getting very close to down to that 0 Celsius, and we're getting a few warm days, but it's pretty cool at night. So what this video is about, I'll show you over this side too. It's not bad either way when you just pull up here and have a look. Now there'll be no fish in this creek. The only fish in here, or it would be crayfish, so that'd be the closest you'd get to a fish here. So apart from that, it's a nice little place to spot, nice little laneway there, main road's up there. Now what I thought I'd pull over and tell you that, you know, a couple of, a few of them didn't like me 3 top tips on the head gasket, or should I say the tappet cover gasket one. I don't think they liked the humour in it, so I've had to redo that again. So I'll pull that clip and I've done it again, and I'll put it up and just get to the point this time, because there's some dry merchants in or on the web, and you know, every time you do something then they get the crap kicked out of them and then they desert. So I decided I'll do another one. The ones that seen it first off got a few laughs out of it. They were the main ones, so you know, there are a lot of people out there with a sense of humour, and there's a lot of people out there with nothing. So apart from that, I've got to cater for all types, so we'll go from there. So apart from that, that's one thing that's going to happen. I'm going to redo that one. And number two is, I was out riding at the weekend with the daughter on her, the Grom. You remember the yellow Grom about a year ago I bought, and then I ended up giving it to her. So I rode the Grom against the CB125F. I found, for a younger person, a 125F would be a poor second choice, or a poor first choice compared to the Grom. The Grom is a far more exciting bike to ride, and I really enjoyed the little bit of a run on it, but a lot harder ride than what the F is. But as far as performance goes, I think it's quicker too, but that could be all brought down to the fact that it's got a sports exhaust on the Grom. You know, I put a sports exhaust on it, and that should give it that, I suppose, that bit more get up and go. So apart from that, if you were a young guy or something, or gal or something like that, out there thinking of buying the bike and you said F or Grom, I would definitely, in your case, go for the Grom, because straight away it just screams excitement and a thrill when you get on and ride it, because it's that good to ride and that exciting. It's really responsive and easy to toss around, and it would probably be a better bike to ride. I hate to say it, and you know, just so you don't think I'm biased, I would probably say it's definitely more fun to ride than this Enfield, because this Enfield is more a mature person's ride. Not that I'd call myself mature, but that's the best we can say. But the Grom, as soon as I got on that one, I felt like an idiot. There are days I'm an idiot anyway, so it doesn't make much difference in that line. But the fact is, when you get on that Grom, you got this habit, you sort of, like you're back to 18 or 20 or maybe younger. No, I'd say 18 or 20, they're the dangerous ages. So yeah, so I'd say I got back to that age when I got on it and started bloody fooling around on it. So it's dangerous that way, but if you're in that category in the age group, you would really enjoy the life on the Grom compared to the F as far as that goes. Well, the main reason I got rid of that Grom in the first place, because I found it had a bit of vibration running through the back section of it, and I noticed that straight away when I got on it at the weekend when we rode back to back, and I did a video on it which I'll put up later. And that Grom's at my place now, so I'll probably do a couple of rides on it. But they have, the Grom and the F both have, I think, the same motor, and they got the same 5-speed box because it's a new model Grom. But it's got the sports exhauster fitted on it, and it seems to perform a lot better, because at one stage she's driving along at around about 80 or 90, no, say 90 kilometres an hour. I said, oh, I'll take off and I'll catch up to you. And I was having trouble catching up to her. So she was pretty quick off the mark on it, and then I was having trouble getting there. So apart from that, just the sports exhaust on onto these 125s appears to give them that more get up and go. I wouldn't say it'd give them more top speed, but it probably gives them that more smoother ride experience. And I don't know, I was thinking whether I should get a sports exhaust on that F of mine and just see how it performs that way, and compare them again later. But at this stage I'll be out there doing a couple of rides, so that's all I thought I'd pull over, tell you what the update is at the moment on that, fix up those videos, see what you reckon about it then. I'll see if I can put one together much more boring, you know, so that you will enjoy that a lot better than, you know, reading it or looking at it for the laugh, and that was another reason, you know. And apart from that, you know, the ones that liked it with a bit of sense of humour when I first put the one together, they got their laugh out of that. Now we'll cater for everyone else. So apart from that, like I said, a few more videos coming. I have to keep watching left and right here in case I'm sitting here, standing here in the middle of this little track, and all of a sudden the car comes down and wipes me out, and then I get my laugh for today. So apart from that, we will call it quits at this stage. Once again, the halcyon grey and the end wheels look pretty good here. You know, I'd say pretty happy with how that goes. So I might get home now, put this together, whip it up on there for tonight. You'll know what's going on. A revised version on those tips on the fitting of the gasket, and a bit of stuff coming up on the F and the Grom. And I will say one thing, but for the time I was on that Grom, and I tell you what, it's got a really good exhaust note on it too with that Sportson muffler. You wouldn't think it was a little pissweak 125 when you were coming up behind it, because it's growling along pretty well. So I was pretty impressed with the noise it makes, and I've had other bikes bigger which definitely don't sound as good. But apart from that, oh yeah, I've taken my saddlebags and all that off this bike in a moment. I've just got my rack on the 350 here, and the side racks and the chrome and all that. So apart from that, once again, thanks for tuning in, take a look, and we'll catch up with you later, and bye for now.